Whether you've been working with your financial advisor for years or you're looking for someone new, there are a couple of really important topics that you should be sure to discuss with your advisor. 1. Am I financially prepared to retire? Now that may sound a bit like a loaded question, and frankly it is, but it's important to have conversations like that with a financial planner. And I say that because I want you to have an understanding of what your cost of living is. How much does it cost to maintain your standard of living each month? I want you to think about how much do you typically spend? What kind of vacations do you typically take each year? Are you going to be traveling more once you're retired? Having an idea for what the output is for your spending is an important piece of putting together the financial planning puzzle for your retirement. Think about those accounts that you've been contributing to while you were working. Maybe a 401k, a 403b, an IRA, all of those things. Are they tax deferred or are they post-tax? Are they individual funds? How is that going to impact your retirement? 2. What are my income sources in retirement? Now, income sources in retirement is something that you can rely on every single month. I want you to think about pensions, about Social Security. Maybe you have a fixed indexed annuity that provides guaranteed income. Those are all permanent buckets. Diminishing buckets do just that. Over time, as you pull assets out of them, they diminish. Now, think of your investment accounts as a diminishing bucket. The goal, of course, when you're invested is to have growth in the market. But if you're constantly pulling from an investment account, it's going to do just that over time. You're also exposed to more volatility, which is why I like to say your bills in retirement, the consistent things, your core expenses, should be covered by a permanent bucket. And then number 3, your retirement plan, especially when it comes to investments, is not something that you just set and forget. It's something that changes and evolves as you age. The older you get, the more conservative you want your portfolio to be. The last thing you want in retirement is to have major losses in your investment accounts, especially if you don't have many permanent buckets. Now, for example, if you have an investment account and it loses 50% of its value, it actually has to come back 100% in order for you to be even again. That's why having conversations with an advisor about your risk tolerance and your risk exposure is so important. Working with a financial advisor is something that requires ongoing conversation. You need to be an active participant in your retirement planning. It's not something that you set and forget. These 3 topics really are important when finding the right financial advisor to work with.